it.
There we go. We did it.
We did it. That was a whole thing. But this time around, I feel like I was able to contribute because the first time around, I was not helping at all. My bad.
That was a lot. That's okay. That was like a lot in like a. How long was that even?
15.
Yeah. Anyways, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I am good. I'm so excited.
I know. This is so fun. We have these conversations all the time, and to be able to actually like start filming them and sharing is...
I don't know if it's a good idea.
I don't know. I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous, but I feel like it'll be so much fun.
It's fine. Yeah, it's cool. It's just like therapy.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
just having therapy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I always enjoy watching other people talking about what's going on in their lives and what they're doing. Like, that's so interesting to me.
It's like nice to just be reminded that everyone is going on.
Yeah.
Like having things going on.
Yeah.
And they're all just crazy.
Wow. Yeah. I'm drinking this like it's alcohol.
Yeah,
I'm like, woo, let's go.
How many days do you have left?
Today's Tuesday, so I have until Saturday, so
Ms. Julia
4
is
more
doing
days.
100 days sober. I'm so proud.
Yes, it has been a journey. It's been difficult, but it's been really rewarding.
You are an inspiration to me.
I'm excited for bottomless mimosas and for wine at dinner.
Yes.
And to just go out and get crazy again with you and just drink cheap tequila.
Be on our best behavior.
It's so well behaved.
That's such a lie.
It's such a lie.
I think we've...
Yeah. It's your world. They're just living in it.
Our worlds.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Hannah Barnes.
And I'm Julia Davis.
We're both singer, songwriters here in Nashville. Is that what you would call yourself?
I guess that would be what I would call myself.
It's so hard to... Because right now, I feel like a videographer.
Yeah. No, that's
I feel like
so
we're businesswomen. I actually had like the cutest conversation with my dad. I said, we were talking about taxes or something. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, Dad, plus I'm just a girl. Because, I say that all the time. And he was like, no, Anna, you're a businesswoman. And I don't know. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Put things into perspective. I was like, we really are businesswomen. So.
And like reframing that concept instead of continuously telling ourselves like, oh, I'm just a girl. It's like re-solidifying that thought. But we need to own it. We need to be like your dad saying,
people need to respect us.
Anna, you're a businesswoman. Yeah, no, for sure.
Because I would say we are. And I think that that's a beautiful thing.
Someone, the bass player that I play with on Mondays and Tuesdays, he commented about your Facebook post that you had made. And he was like, that was really cool of her, like to be like, I'm the lead. And he's like, it's unfortunate that a lot of men don't respect that, especially older men.
What I just don't understand is beyond just like general disrespect of women, I just don't understand in a business spectrum why that is like such an intense thing. Because it's so hard just like having open communication, I feel like sometimes, which I'm totally willing to do, but it's like I just think, I don't know what it is about them just not thinking that we can make serious decisions and like that they can just do whatever. But like I just hate that when you finally put your foot down, like you're a bitch or whatever. Because if I'm being a bitch, then like hell yeah, call me out. Like tell me I'm being a bitch, call me that. But like if I'm just being like doing the same exact things that a man would do, then like
it's
are your friends
totally
bitches
unwarranted.
too? Like
exactly, yeah. Are we all bitches then, bitch?
Bitch.
Yeah, no, that's so true. And like, when are they gonna get the hang of that?
It's just, but on that note, and I will say, because I know some of you are thinking, but like, I don't do that. Some of you don't. Some of you are amazing and angels, and I can think of a couple of men in my life that I've met in Nashville that are some of the best men that I know. But that's because they're constantly checking themselves, as like we all should, like to make sure that we're not being, because we all do stupid stuff with good intentions all the time. But like,
when you're able to be self-aware about it and be like, that wasn't right, and then you're able to take accountability and ownership over that and like apologize to someone, that's huge. I have so much respect for people that do that.
I think it's a beautiful thing. And I think part of that is just like, it's easier to do that just being bluntly honest right out of the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, And that's why I think people appreciate like so much more when you're authentic. We were just talking about Chapel Run, and I just think that that is the most beautiful thing. And that's why so many people relate to her, because she's so
real
and just like 100% herself. It is
Mm-hmm.
the most beautiful thing. I
Yeah,
love her so much.
I know. No, that was. I mean, her acceptance speech was amazing. What she was advocating for.
Legend.
Oh my gosh! Like, and to do it that young, you know, like that's
Queen.
scary as a young woman.
I would be having like, I remember when like people were getting mad at her because, you know, like she was taking mental health days, and I understand like you paid money to get the tickets, and like that is like also why we love her is she's just a girl. We're all just humans. Can we like get rid of the like celebrities or like these non-human beings?
Yeah.
Because it's just not right to anybody.
No, it is not.
Emotional, damn
I feel like I have to check myself with that too sometimes, though, you know?
Same.
Especially growing up, because we're like looking up to them so much. They're just untouchable. That's why it was so shocking as a kid to see celebrities going to rehab and stuff. I was like, what? But their lives must be perfect. Like as a little girl, I thought that. Exactly. Struggle.
Compare apples to oranges. And I don't know. You know, having like, and like, so I just think we need to be gentler or gentle to everybody.
Yeah.
Or hard, because like also some of them, y'all know, are on their worst behavior.
They need to get their shit rocked.
A minor.
No, actually, how do we humble some of these men? And how did they get that amount of confidence to treat people the way that they treat people?
I asked that about our local celebrities.
Yeah.
I think of a couple on my phone right now.
I can too.
Speaking of which, I was like, what would we... Totally, that's like 10 minutes of us on a completely different conversation.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
But it brought us right to what we want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of men not being awesome. How do you feel about men that are in relationships talking to other women?
I don't understand it. Maybe it's naive of me to say, like, if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, then leave. But I think it's so much more complicated than that.
Oh, it 100%.
But I don't have respect for people that do that.
It's so hard because I feel like it's such like a double-edged sword. Like, I totally understand where you can get into the place, but like, there's certain times where I'm just like, better. Like, you don't care about either parties involved. Mm-hmm. Like, that's where I'm just like, you're just hurting people's feelings, just hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, no, exactly. And like, what do they really get out of that?
I don't know. Like a sassy response from me back at when I wake up in the morning. Like, I don't. What do you want?
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely think of someone for you that still to this day does that.
Which, ladies and gentlemen, should we give them context for this?
Yes, 100%.
Because this person is going to come up, I fear, frequently.
I fear that you are correct.
I feel like I'm asking for it with this individual man. I think it was like 3 days. We met at my place, one of my places of work. You had met him first.
Yes.
We're going to call him John. John and I had a very wild and intense, passionate 3 days.
Yeah, I would say it was like a total of 3 days.
3 days. Ooh. I had just gotten out of a relationship in which there had been some not nice behavior regarding faithfulness as well. And that relationship just honestly was like really traumatic. So I was not in the place to like jump into something, especially with this guy that like all of a sudden just like wants to see me every single second of every hour.
Yeah.
What did you do before?
And you didn't add that he had literally just broken up with his girlfriend.
How I met him the first time was with his ex-girlfriend.
But now current girlfriend.
I just don't, and it wasn't even like I just met her. She put her number in my phone.
Oh.
Which is bad on me too, but like worse on him. But I still, it's fine. Anyways.
Yeah. So he broke up with her. Then you guys were having this passionate 3 days.
Yes,
he
we met at the
like,
bar.
Obsessed with you, enamored with you. A little bit of love bombing, I think, was going on.
Well, the next day after we met at the bar, the next day he shows up on his off day to the venue in which I was playing, where he works at. The whole bartending staff calls him out for, wow, you never come here on an off day. You must be. So automatically, like, you knew that was gonna start some stuff.
Mhm.
You know, I have a dog. I can't stay the night and be over there all the time. We hung out the next night, and the third night I just wanted to spend some time with my dog, be in, and he just could not handle it. How many times do you think I heard from him?
Oh my gosh, multiple times a day for weeks,
With his friends
at
asking,
all hours of the night.
"Where's your boyfriend? Why aren't you talking to your boyfriend?" And then them all getting mad at me because I was just like, I told him straight up, I was like, I just like, this is a lot, like all of a sudden, like, and I'm a very independent person, like.
Well, I just don't think it's healthy for someone that had
No.
just broken up with his girlfriend then to expect like this new relationship with you when you guys literally had known each other for a few days
And I just,
or weeks or whatever, you know?
yeah, but like not, I just, and so when they finally got back together, which is what we have, this is the present state we're in, he Snapchats me all kinds of messages, and he definitely, I have reason to believe that I just think that's like, I don't think he actually like likes me like that. I think that he just like the idea, like these men get so caught up in like the.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about that all the time. How do they really even know us? They're like, you know, we know each other for a few days and we go out a few times and it's like they're like expecting all of this and like being crazy and it's like you don't even really know me. There's no way you can really even genuinely like me.
I feel like they're sexualizing the crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, do you guys have mommy issues where was
Does
a
this
woman
make
unstable
sense?
in your life, and that means like, because obviously this other girl loves you. If you like did all of that and then like got back together with her, she obviously loves you.
I don't know how he justifies it. Because didn't he say like you were like stop doing this or I'm gonna tell your girlfriend like this is not
Yeah,
okay?
which I sent him. I don't recall the exact wording because I might have been intoxicated. But I was just like you need to stop doing this or I'm gonna tell your girlfriend. While we were talking, and I just don't. He did it again after that. So I just don't. It's just like I feel like senseless hurting people.
Yeah.
Like just like.
Because he's
Like,
not
for
getting
what?
he's
Like, you're
not
not
getting
getting
out
anything.
of it. He's not getting anything out of
So what are you? I don't know.
maybe the hope that you will be okay with cheating with him.
I'm like, the tea is so hot that I'm like, slurping.
I know. I
smoothie
finished
that's
mine
not
too.
there.
I finished mine too. It's so good.
I don't know. I just think it's gross. But like, just be single. Like, just be single. Like, you can have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. But I'm like, is that naive of us to think that? Like, is it really that simple?
I don't know.
It
though.
should be. I would hope so.
I don't know. I think that was so unattractive to me because the last relationship that hurt me so much. I never want to be with someone that just can't stand to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to want to be in my company, actively choose to be there, and like willing to come with whatever that comes with. So
Yeah.
whether it's my boundaries or like just general fucking respect.
Yeah.
Like
it's not that
or
hard.
don't be around me. It's just really that simple. I just don't understand. Because there is someone out there that has the same boundaries that you do. So like, why? Go find them.
Yep.
Go find them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess with me.
I think it's like, ooh, challenge accepted. She's gonna make me work for it.
And that's the most fucked up thing because once they get it, they're like,
never mind. I'm not interested anymore.
Or if they do that, they're still super into it. They want to change it. I'm like, so why were you obsessed in the first place if you want to change?
Can we talk about
this out?
So, in that same vein, this situation drives me insane. It's the situation where it's like you were not interested at all whatsoever. And then they were like adding you on Snapchat and like texting you and then like sending you Snapchats and Instagram DMs. And then as soon as you give them that little piece of what they wanted, then they're like, oh, never mind. I'm like, I didn't even want this.
Literally.
What's the point of that?
How many times did he bail on you before he, like, girl?
Like, oh my gosh, we should like meet up later. Let's go like see some of our friends play, whatever. And then bail for one. And then two, keep acting like he wants to make plans, but then not showing up. And why was I so obsessed with him after that? Someone put me down. Like,
okay, if
we listen and we don't
listen
judge.
and we don't judge, but also
it drives me crazy.
I fear that I have done this to a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've done it too. I feel
You said I fear.
if we're being accountable on the
I love
podcast.
this. Wait, tell me more.
Because I just feel like there has been guys. Well, because okay, I'll get the ick. Something will give me the ick, and then I'll feel like guilty because I really was, and I'm like, is this? And a lot of that has to do with like, I feel like like hanging out with someone in person, I let a lot more things go when I'm like actually connecting because it's so hard for me to connect with somebody over the phone. And B, it's like, I don't know if it's like I want to be chased kind of thing, or if it's just like I'm not that interested until like I have like another. Does that make sense? You know, like
Yeah.
because sometimes you do need like an extra like push towards attraction to people. Because even people that like I've known for a long time will do something in my life, and I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
kind of like. I know. But I like that. And then sometimes
Am I turned on right now?
am I? And then I'm like, whoa, no. I was just having a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also think in the same vein, there's been people where I'm like, I really like this person, and that scares the shit out of me. So I'm not gonna like let me not.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I really do get that. I don't know.
he's gross though. Not
yeah,
that one.
like
Okay, that was.
I'm not comparing you to him at all, but he's not gross because sometimes I see him still, and I'm like, oh, he looks so good. And then I have to be like, no, we left him in 2024. He's not coming into 2025.
I get
In that sense.
You do so much better. That's just but it's always easier, especially like, well, if someone tells you shouldn't do something, you want to do it even more. Plus, we just don't see ourselves the way we should.
Yeah. No, I feel like no one does. No one sees themselves, especially women, the way that the world sees them.
And it's so funny. But that's the thing I love about girls,
Mm-hmm.
because there's so many of like my girls where I'm like, you deserve Brad Pitt. What the fuck are you talking? Or whoever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It makes me so mad. What?
I know. That's why you need genuine relationships.
But no man could ever make me feel like that.
I
you
know. Isn't that like such a tragic but also beautiful thing?
But it is. And I think that's what like pisses me off about the guys that aren't actually interested. They're just liking the chase we were talking about. Like, don't use the caring stuff. You can call me hot, sexy, like whatever, but don't do the whole like, you know what I'm talking about? The above and beyond, like
why are you
kissing
doing
on my face.
Why
right
are you doing the
now.
most? Like, why are you acting like you like me?
That's
you
what don't like. You can think you can want to fuck me and not like me. That's two different things.
Yeah, 100%. And we talk about this all the time. I feel like I'm gonna say that we talk about stuff all the time because we do. But it's the managing expectations thing. If they were just super transparent from the get-go, this is what I want. If you're interested, cool. If you're not, respect. That would be amazing. But do they feel like they can't do that? Do they feel like women wouldn't receive that well? Because I feel like I would receive that better than the fake niceties and like trying to pretend like they're really interested in me and then not being interested in me.
I don't know because the one we're gonna call him Keith. I think I was watching like the Try Guys yesterday or something. Keith. I don't know.
Wait, I love that so much.
It's like so. Anyways, so Keith.
Yeah.
Is very upfront with me, like, or used to be. I just be like, you want to come over, do the ditty? No ditty, no ditty, no ditty, no ditty.
No, I'm begging you, please.
No ditty. No. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Keith.
And then I'm like, did you actually start liking me? And that's why now you're being like weird and like playing like games.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not responding to my messages but liking my stories?
Yeah, I feel like that is definitely an indicator that they get freaked out that they like you.
Like, what is that? So you think I'm funny, hot? Everything else is good? You're the one that told me you think I'm beautiful. Yeah. What's that? So, like, what is the...
I don't know.
What do you want from me? Because just either yes or no. Like...
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever have an answer. I don't think I will ever understand.
So you don't want to hook up with me because you don't want to hook up with me more?
Yes. That's called boy math right there.
Okay.
It's the opposite of girl math. It's the lesser of the two, for sure.
It's something, all right.
Like,
Over it.
oh my
Anyways.
gosh. Wait, should we talk about the dream?
I feel like we should close it out on the dream.
I feel like the people need to know about the dream. So basically, there's this guy that drums for me a few times a week, and we love him. Should we
add context to this?
Yes. This is like the beautiful thing about Nashville. I'm trying to be so positive right now, is that it is such a small little world that everything and everyone, what theory is it? Where
the string theory is
so real.
We're knitting. We are knitting.
We are knitting out
here.
We are out here knitting. So, okay, yeah, you give the context to the drummer that I play with a few times a week.
Really long story short. The other band that he plays with, I may or may not have had a couple hangouts.
A couple hangs.
Fun little hangs. Mm-hmm. We'll leave it at that for now.
We'll leave it at that.
We just don't love emotionally amateur men.
That. Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So, the drummer plays with the band. Yeah, you got that. He tells me today, I see him at work, and he goes, I had the weirdest dream. I'm like, oh, tell me more. I love like seeing what's in people's brains. I'm just like, give me all of the details. Give me all of the dirty details. And nice. He's like, okay, I'll tell you later when we get a second. And so when the band took a break, he goes, so let me tell you about my dream. I'm like, yeah, let's hear it. And he goes, so I had a dream about you and Anna. And I was like, oh. And then the bass player goes, was it hot? And he goes, no, not at all. So basically in his dream, he was walking from room to room, these obscure rooms. He had no idea what he was doing, what he was looking for. And he enters one room, and it's Anna and me together, and our tits are out, and they're communicating to each other, setting the scene for y'all. And the drummer goes, it wasn't hot. It was like you guys were having a very, very serious conversation, and I was intruding. And he goes, I ended up saying, excuse me, like, sorry, I interrupted. Continue.
Oh
and
my God.
I don't know if that's beautiful and like erotic or deeply disturbing.
I do not think it's erotic
like,
at all.
Or like go women power.
Like divine that we're like communicating to each other through our beautiful woman body parts.
I guess that's how that works.
I wonder what our tits were talking about.
That's what I want to know. What do you think our tits would be talking about?
I feel like they were like, I'd find you in every lifetime.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Can you imagine how beautiful that would be?
Jeremy was just having interpretive dreams about our love for each other.
No, and then I told him, I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to talk about that when we do our podcast. He goes, oh my gosh, you're starting a podcast. I feel like that was profound that I had that dream right before you guys were starting the podcast.
So I feel like he meant it in a wholesome way then.
I think
like genuinely
I'm just a girl, and
we love a man, girls man, women written, men written by women.
Yep, love that.
We go from like Harry Styles to like
who's the bottom?
I can think of so many.
We'll save that for another episode.
But you know
how it is.
So is there anything that you want to tell him, Julia? How should we close this out?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. We need to come up with like a cute little saying or something. We'll get there. Well, okay. So the idea behind this podcast, how about I talk about that?
Yes.
Last week we were hanging out, and Anna was helping me with the song that I'm working on. You're an angel for that, by the way. She's incredibly talented. So good.
I love you. So are you.
I love you too.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
Girls in STEM.
Yes. So we were here working, and we were talking as we do. And I think we hadn't caught up in a few days. So we had like a lot to discuss because there's always a lot that happens in a few days when we're not together. So we're just talking, and I'm like, we have to start writing some of this down. Some of the stuff that we talk about, we're like, I cannot believe this is real life. It's not real life. I swear it's not real life. And she was like, oh my gosh, love that. We could call it Tuesdays with the Girls. And I was like, it's like the book called Tuesdays with Maury. And I haven't read the book, but I know the author, and I know that it's like a huge best-selling novel. And she's like, I don't know, like what's it about? So I look it up, and it's literally about weekly Tuesday meetings and lectures that he would do about the meaning of life.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Yeah. So I feel like we need to read the book, though.
Yeah, I feel like we are that.
Yeah.
We should read the book.
Yeah, that would be so cute of
Look at
us.
us. It would be.
Wow. So proud of
that.
us.
Yeah, look at us being so productive, so wholesome.
This is free therapy for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Can't get this on cable.
Yeah. But where will we be?
Venmo us.
Venmo us, please. We need help. We need financial support, please.
I will not show my toes, though.
No. And we will not talk to you through our tits.
Yeah. Just each other.
That's like some alien shit.
What do you call it?
Telepathy?
Yeah. Telepathy. Can that be the name of this first episode?
Thank you, Jeremy, for that.
I thank you. I will buy you a shot next time I see you.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Kiss your dog. Hug your wife.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you did, we love you already.
Follow us on the social medias. And
yes, please. All the
fun
things.
stuff. And subscribe if you like this.
Stay tuned for more.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. We have so much.
Until next time.
Yes. Bye.
Yes.